So if you're thinking about buying a new construction home anywhere in the near future, you are definitely going to want to check this video out. Hey, it's James Potenza, that Houston new home realtor. I help people just like you find and buy new construction homes anywhere in the Houston area. And today I've got a special guest with me today, Jay Tepidor from Highland Homes. We're in Meridiana in the model home, and we're going to be talking about some really interesting facts about the history of home prices. You know, what's happening to that? Are they always going to go up? Are they going to go down any time in the near future? And we're also going to talk about the interest rate history. So you're definitely going to want to watch this. Yeah, so our special guest here today is Jay Tepidor from Highland Homes. And so tell us a little about what you do here in Meridiana.
Meridiana, of course, is one of the largest communities in Houston. We're actually a top 50 community in the United States. Highland Homes, we carry from about 360 to about just a little bit under 700 in our 3 different products in this community. We'd love to come visit with you.
All right, sounds good. So if you're ready, we can get into it. We can talk about the home prices and the home price history. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you right to the spreadsheet. It has the history of home prices from what, 63 is it?
Yes.
All the way up to current, and it's very, very interesting to see what is going on. And these are all new home prices in the U.S. Is that right?
Yes, this is actually done by the United States Census.
Okay.
The U.S. Census has been tracking the price of housing since the 1960s. It's part of how they track inflation, right? Inflation, the consumer price index, they look at the basket of goods. They'll look at housing, they'll look at food, they'll look at utilities, and they'll look at it at different points in time so that they can kind of say, oh, well, prices are moving up, moving down, all that other stuff.
Okay, so we've got your spreadsheet pulled up here, and we're going to show it on the screen here as well, and just kind of go over what this is and what we kind of make of this.
All right, so this information, of course, it's not actually my stuff. This is from the U.S. Census, and they've been tracking the price of housing since the 1960s. It's fascinating because the average price of a house in the United States in 1963 was about $20,000. By 1974, that price had doubled to almost $40,000. By 1981, it had doubled again to $80,000, and then by 1996, it had become $160,000. In technology, you have Moore's law about transistors and how they're doubling, every so often, processing power and all that other stuff. But it's fascinating when you think about that. House prices are also doubling over time. In fact, in this roughly 60-year period, it's doubled about 5 times. And one could easily make an argument that it's doubling again, right? I mean, using that same trend from 160 to 320. That was 2013. It's 2023. Our house is supposed to be 640 at this point. One could make a reasonable argument when you look at the data.
So Jay, what's going on with the interest rates? I know in this magical spreadsheet, I see an interest rate history, but there's also world events that kind of control the interest rate as well. Do you want to maybe take a look at that on the spreadsheet as well?
In 1970, they started the Federal Home Loan Corporation. Through it all, I mean, during the 80s, of course, interest rates hit the double digits, 13%, 16%, 10%. In 2008, they were looking for a solution to get rid of this excess of houses that were coming on the market. Right? There were foreclosures or all this other stuff. So they started lowering interest rates, and then they even started offering that first-time homebuyer tax credit.
I remember that.
But these yellow areas, technically what these yellow areas mark are negatives on appreciation. They actually don't mark anything on the interest rate. Now these are also times of recession, right? Like, prices actually did go down, 147 to 144.
So on here, real quick, show me around that 2008, 2009 kind of crash, so to speak, what we had. And was it really a big crash in the U.S. total?
Prices came down in that 4-year period. It went down 7% in 2008. It went down another 7% in 2009. In 2010, it was buoyed up 1% by the first-time homebuyer tax credit. But then it fell again 2% more after that. I find it interesting that 2012, 2013, it was already up 20%.
All right, Jay, thanks a lot for the valuable information. I'm glad we were able to sit down here with you in the beautiful model home in Meridiana. So yeah, James Potenza, your Houston new home realtor. I help you find the best neighborhoods and the top rated builders, including this guy right here at Highland Homes. We're in Meridiana. If you're interested in a community like this, I'm gonna put my contact information right there. And I'm gonna put his contact information right there. Look up Jay, look up me. We can get you in a beautiful Highland home in Meridiana. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.